You're listening to the January 3rd, 2021 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Well, Happy New Year, one and all. It seems the gathering of December 21st, saying the I Am mantra, went really well, as did the whole day, with many gathering in large groups to meditate, etc. The Schumann resonance went bananas. It just goes to show. I thought I would be swinging from the rafters with excitement, with all events that were to take place, perhaps, over this 2-week break. Not so. I know of not one thing that one thought may come about, so off we go then, another year, and how do you see it panning out?
Welcome to you, and each one, Blossom. Indeed, the chanting was enchanting. The energy shifts for that date took place as required, and a change in resonance shall remain. As the shift falls into place little by little, more shall be recognized as such, and differences shall become apparent.
In what way?
A lighter-hearted approach toward all things.
Very much needed.
A deeper understanding of the process.
Very much needed.
A more spirited enthusiasm as one clocks on to the way things are heading.
Very much needed.
A triumphant display of joy as truth is at last released. In stages.
Very much needed.
A deeper perspective of self and knowledge.
Very much needed.
A wiser, calmer approach to that which has been going on behind the scenes.
Very much needed.
A personal appearance.
Very much. Say what? By whom? I don't know why I ask, because I know you can't spill the beans.
Correct.
You know, don't you, that's going to drive people's minds wild with anticipation. It popped in there rather unexpectedly.
Yes, we understand that. Shall we continue?
Oh, far be it from me to hinder.
That which has been kept hidden from the masses has to come out. Your planet cannot move forward into its brighter home without the clearing of the dark ways. We know and understand that your patience has been taken to its limits.
And beyond. And then beyond that.
Yet when you see what revealing the truth involves, in order for no sabotagery to be sent out to confuse and deter and dissuade, you will perhaps feel a little sheepish for feeling the way you have been. We do not mean this detrimentally. We simply mean that as the year progresses, so much will make sense as to why the wait was necessary.
I hope so. I'm happy to feel sheepish if this is the case, because right now, if truth be known, I have lost the will to even look for my smile. I'm totally unenthusiastic in general. I can only be honest. It's not my way to pretend for the sake of face. We're fed so much hope, only for it to be quashed. I wonder if anything ever will actually come about, or are we just being led along by the proverbial dangling carrot, time after time after time? You did say some of us may feel down after the 21st, absorbing and transmuting the energies. Perhaps I'm one of those folk. I know others too. And then add full moon energies to that, and bingo, full house.
Blossom. The changes are already taking place.
And I know you want to say you either know it or you don't.
Do you?
I guess so.
Guessing is not the answer. Do you know the change is taking place?
Well, without doubt, something's happening. It would just be so uplifting to get a bite of the carrot. Something to munch on. About time you guys lent a hand, wouldn't you say? Because it sure looks like, feels like we need it.
Do you think we are not?
It's not about thinking, my friends. It's about seeing some proof. Even would I say feeling some proof. I imagine I'm not the only one feeling this way, yet odds are there are many who may find my words childish, for they are on fire and ready to go. To those, I ask, hold the fort for us, guys. We'll catch up at some point. I feel, too, you want to say, O ye of little faith.
Not in the way you feel we would say it. Blossom, is your faith waning?
Faith in what, exactly?
The divine plan.
I have moments of yes and moments of no.
We can only encourage.
Please do. Because I think we've heard just about everything you could possibly say to keep us going. And so we keep going and we keep going and nothing. I delayed speaking with you in the hope some big announcement may have occurred. And nothing. What happened to that little puppy?
It has been delayed due to misconduct.
By whom?
The dark ones, naturally.
So you're saying it's still to come?
Indeed.
Okay, I'll keep my eye on the carrot. What about any updates of the monoliths? It's said there are now 144, and clearly not all legit, as one was even made out of gingerbread.
As we have mentioned, Blossom, we are not at all concerned of the phony ones. They do not interfere, yet assist in ways of the true ones mingling amongst them. These structures shall remain intact and settle down. They are working their magic even though they are not switched on as such. Yet, of course, there is no switch. When they become alive, activated, it will not happen due to any button being pressed. They will take their lead from the stars and the universal pull into higher dimensions.
Meaning what?
They are not of a structured inlay that your Earth scientists could understand. Therefore, they are safe and cannot be tampered with. They are far beyond earthly pretexts. When they are all in place and the divine time window occurs, they shall play their part.
Which is?
To assist in the uplifting of your planet and its entire contents into your new place. They are your friends. They are, would we say, the icing on the cake.
I feel you're wanting to talk about movies and their influence, yet don't know where to begin.
Correct. You see, Blossom, there are many layers in this, where the confusion lies. For so long it was inconceivable that movies such as Star Wars and off-planet adventures were an actual reality. Many now have changed their minds, yet also many still consider such happenings to be make-believe, and therefore ridicule those who feel otherwise. Another plot to divide and conquer. Yet, due to such technical wizardry, is it not that you are able to visualize these monumental structures of such precious material shooting light out from, to one another, connecting up with the skies and creating a huge portal, a wormhole, which changes everything from where you are to who you are?
Whoa. Hold the phone just one moment. Yes, I imagined exactly that as you were bringing it through, yet surely, you're not saying this is what is to take place.
Why not?
Why?
To follow the path of your destinies, of Earth's future, to take place.
Did I just swallow the last episode of Star Trek in my sleep or something? This is all new, and I am imagining it won't be taking place within the next few days.
Correct. This seems so unlikely to you, does it not, Blossom?
My friends, an announcement, a pillar of light is seeming unlikely to me at this time. So this little bombshell definitely remains in the what a good movie category.
Our point entirely. Such an out there concept that it must be a movie. Where do these movie scripts come from, Blossom? Imagination? Or downloads in preparation for what is?
Yet still leaves us believing this kind of thing only happens in movies.
The double-edged sword.
At this stage, I'd say a nice dream. Not an impossible one, though. For dear God, I have to say, the things I've discovered this year about our actual reality on this planet breaks my heart in two. The deceit that we good guys have been living under is almost incomprehensible, and yet there is a knowing of its truth. We deserve better. Living as slaves to the darkness is no longer permissible.
And this, dearest Blossom, is why you all know deep down that the truth must come out and that the light shall once again take its victorious position upon your planet. You have got the strength. You will continue to shine. This year will continue to bring immense changes to your systems. It will appear initially to be the opposite of that which you know it should be. Yet something will take place to turn this around. And once the door has been opened, the flow of truth, as we have said, will shock and stun one's senses. It will be a year of such conflict and confusion, yet by your knowing of your light, by the agreement you made to rid the planet Earth of its parasites, by your tenacity, by your knowing of who you are, you shall feel the light at the end of the tunnel before it is seen. It would be inconceivable for such a master plan to take place overnight. The transformation has to take place at a pace that can be dealt with on all levels. When you discover all that has been going on, all that has been taking place in the name of truth, all shall be understood.
Thing is, chatting with you once again has uplifted my spirits and my knowing. I'm not going to apologize for being a wimpy kid. I give myself the permission and the respect to feel fed up now and then as I absorb the truth of the lies. Yet I have to say, I'm feeling a little more refueled. I'll put my marching boots back on, cope with the blisters, and as the song goes, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Swords of light to the skies, ready to recharge, even if my upload speed be slower than usual in these overcooked times, and patiently, alongside my fellow truth players, I shall wait.
For what? An announcement to come?
That would be a good start.
Wouldn't it, indeed? On your marks, get set.
Fallen for that one many times before, yet never heard the bang.
Bam.
My ears are ready and waiting. Here's to another year of ingratitude, in loving service. I am waiting.